Okay, so this is Kathy Sims, and I'm sitting here with my mom, Katie Lynch, and she's gonna answer a few questions, um, so we can get a kind of perspective on her and also on the family and some of her ideas, some of her thoughts. So the first question is, what is your earliest memory of our family?
See, the earliest memory is when we was going to school and hang down in the movie at the movies, and one teacher taught from the first to the eighth grade, because they was eighth grade for us. And one teacher taught the whole class, the whole school, in the movie theater in Haynes. I remember her, and you couldn't miss a word, then you got a lick. You couldn't miss a problem, then you got a peddling. So you had to read and you had to do your math. You had to.
Yeah, that was a good memory. I said that's a good memory. I said that's good that the teacher was that strict on the students too. So what do you know about where our family came from?
I don't know very much. Because when I knew my daddy, we was in Haines. And my mama's daddy, they were down in Dansville, the bottom of the cutoff. They call one of them, we said the bottom of the cutoff, Dansville. So really, they were just old folks growing up, and you didn't probe in the business.
Do you think that your daddy's dad or
my dad's dad was sat on that porch. My grandfather died in dance. I didn't know a lot about him because we didn't. Only time we see him is when we go down there, and it wasn't much to say. So I don't know a lot.
But you think that the family originated that maybe your granddaddy was from Arkansas or maybe from somewhere else? Do you think they were?
I guess. When I knew him, it was in Arkansas. Put it like that. And I just never did. People would say that we were from my dad was from the plantation of the Parchman farm, and that's why he spelled his name Parchmon after the prison. And I don't know where the MAN came in at.
Was the farm in Arkansas or the farm was
the prison?
Was
in Mississippi? It's in Mississippi.
Oh, so
and it was the MON farm. So my granddaddy was Jim. We said Jim Parchman MON, and my dad was Willie Parchman MON. I don't know where the MAN came in from. That's what I'm saying.
So you say your granddaddy was in Mississippi?
No, my dad was in Haines. He was born in Haines. In Haines, Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah, my daddy was from Mississippi.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking.
My daddy was born in
Arkansas.
He was from Haines, Arkansas.
Got it. What are some of the traditions our family had when you were younger? Did y'all celebrate the holidays? Did y'all have?
They celebrated Christmas. They celebrated Thanksgiving and Easter.
Did they?
And I guess they would ring in the New Year, they called it. And that was the holidays that we remember, because they had the others, but then they didn't really celebrate them.
Did they cook a big meal on Thanksgiving and Christmas? Did y'all get Christmas presents?
We would get a toy for Christmas. They would cook the traditional chicken and dressing, but they didn't have the turkey. We didn't have the turkey. I don't know about nobody else. For Thanksgiving, we did not have the turkey. I don't know about nobody else. They had chickens. So then, like New Year with black-eyed peas and hog joe for New Year. that we had.
What was life like when you was growing up? You know, you talked about the cotton field and keeping the kids.
When we were growing up, it was okay. Well, children wasn't no problem because they were my mom's children. But when we grew up, we didn't have a cell phone. We didn't have all of that technology, so everybody talked to each other. When you went somewhere, you always mind the older folks. You didn't say yes and no. It was yes sir and no sir. And we respected them. But like now, I mean, cause we didn't have all this stuff back then. So that's what we knew. We knew to talk to each other. We knew to, and you communicated with people. You didn't say no and yes. You didn't go in the refrigerators. You didn't get in the beds. You stayed outside. We were young.
Okay, and then you talked about having to babysit your younger siblings, and you were young yourself.
Yeah, that was just normal for us back then. That if they had children, one stayed at the house, and the one stayed at the house was the one that could do the least in the field.